Hello students, today we are going to study about the lesson that is the Indian Constitution, chapter number 2 of class 8 Social Science. I am Sushil Kumar. Let's start the lesson. First of all, we will learn about Constitution. The Constitution of India is the supreme law of India. The document lays down the framework demarcating fundamental political code, structure, procedures, powers, and duties of the government institution, and set out fundamental rights, directive principles, and the duties of the citizens. The Constitution of India was framed by a Constituent Assembly which was established in 1946. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected President of the Constituent Assembly. A drafting committee was appointed to draft the Constitution. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was appointed the Chairman of the drafting committee. Here, the preamble of our Constitution. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thoughts, expressions, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. Constitution of India. More about the Constitution of India. India, also known as Bharat, is a union of states. It is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic with a parliamentary system of government. The republic is governed in terms of the Constitution of India, which was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 and came into force on 26 January 1950. The Constitution provides for a parliamentary form of government which is federal in structure with certain unitary features. The constitutional head of the executive of the union is the president. As per Article 79 of the Constitution of India, the Council of the Parliament of the Union consists of a president and two houses known as Council of States, that is Rajya Sabha, and the House of People, that is Lok Sabha. Article 74(1) of the Constitution provide that here shall be a council of ministers with the Prime Minister as its head to aid and advise the President, who shall exercise her functions in accordance to the advice. The real executive powers is thus vested in the Council of Ministers with the Prime Minister as its head. Why does a country need a constitution? संविधान की ज़रूरत क्यों है? All democratic countries are likely to have a constitution, but on the other hand, it is not necessary that all countries that have a constitution are democratic. The constitution serves several purposes as listed below. Number 1, a constitution tells us what the fundamental nature of our society is. Second, a constitution helps serve as a set of rules and principles that all persons in a country can agree upon as the basis of the way in which they want the country to be governed. 3 significant reasons why we need a constitution. In democratic societies, the constitution often lays down rules that guard against the misuse of authority by our political leaders. The second one, the constitution ensures that a dominant group does not use its power against less powerful people or groups. The third is the constitution helps to protect us against decisions that would have an adverse effect on the larger principles that the country believe in. The Indian Constitution की फीचर्स विशेषताएं संविधान की ए ग्रुप ऑफ 300 पीपल became member of the Constituent Assembly in 1946 and had written India's constitution. While writing the Indian Constitution, these members kept in mind the different communities who speaks different languages, belong to different religions and have distinct cultures. Listed below are the key features of the Indian Constitution. Number 1, फेडरलिज्म दैट इज संघवाद, इनके बारे में एक्सप्लेन करेंगे आगे. पार्लियामेंट्री फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट, सरकार का संसदीय स्वरूप. सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर्स, शक्तियों का पृथक्करण. फंडामेंटल राइट्स, मौलिक अधिकार. सेक्युलरिज्म, धर्मनिरपेक्षता. एक्सप्लेन करेंगे फेडरलिज्म को. दिस रेफर टू एन एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ मोर देन वन लेवल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इन आवर कंट्री. इन इंडिया वी हैव गवर्नमेंट एट द स्टेट लेवल, at the center level and panchayati raj at the village level. The constitution contains list that details the issues that each tier of government can make laws on. In addition, the constitution also specifies where each tier of government can get the money from for the work that it does. All persons in India are governed by laws and policies made by each of these level of government. Parliamentary form of government, second feature of the constitution. The people of India have a direct role in electing their representative. Also, every citizen of the country, irrespective of his her social background, can contest in elections. Separation of powers, third feature of our constitution. There are three organs of government. The legislature refers to elected representative by the people. The executives is a smaller group of people who are responsible for implementing laws and running the government. And the judiciary refers to the system of courts in India. Each organ mentioned above act as a check on the other organs of government. This ensures the balance of power between all three. Fundamental rights, मौलिक अधिकार. The Constitution guarantees the right of individuals against the state as well as against other individuals. It also guarantees the right of minorities against the majority. The fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution include right to equality, समानता का अधिकार, right to freedom, स्वतंत्रता का अधिकार, राइट अगेंस्ट एक्सप्लॉयटेशन, शोषण के खिलाफ अधिकार, राइट टू फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन, धर्म की स्वतंत्रता का अधिकार, कल्चरल एंड एजुकेशनल राइट, सांस्कृतिक और शैक्षिक अधिकार, राइट टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल रेमेडीज, संवैधानिक उपचार का अधिकार. फंडामेंटल राइट्स हैव टू फोल्ड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. वन, every citizen must be in a position to claim fundamental rights. Fundamental rights must be in binding upon every authority that has got the power to make laws. The Constitution also has a section called Directive Principles of State Policy, which ensure greater social and economic reforms and serve as a guide to the independent Indian state to institute laws and policies. Secularism, last feature of the fifth feature of the Constitution. Secularism refers to separation of religion from the state. The Indian Constitution allows individuals the freedom to live by their religious beliefs and practices. In last, Here are some MCQs, multiple choice questions. You may check your knowledge with this slide. Buying and selling of human beings include in which rights? There are 4 options. You have to choose one. And in this way, there are 10 questions are given to test your knowledge. So test your knowledge and have a good day.